right, good morning everybody. It's Tuesday the 31st of March. It's your last workout for the month. Think of that. All right, so let's have a look what we've got on the board for today. It's a nice little one. We've got a 20-minute AMRAP. All right, so 20-minute AMRAP, 20 minutes of as many reps or rounds as possible in 20 minutes. So the first one, we've got a 200-meter run. If you've got a space where you can run 200 meters, we're going to run 200 meters. Otherwise, you can do shuttle runs until you make up the distance. Maybe it's 450 meters, maybe it's 100 meter or 200 meter, 10, 200 meter, 10, 20 meter shuffles. Let's get it right. Okay, so something that's going to give you 200 meters in distance, whether it's shuttle runs or one long run. If you can't, if you're doing this inside, you can run on the spot again for 1 or 2 minutes, okay, to get your heart rate going. Once you've done the run, then we're going to do 15 object cleans. All right, so what that's going to look like on your object cleans is going to look like this. So if you're going to do a clean, if you know what a clean is, what we do is we're coming off the floor. Imagine I've got a ball, it could be a pillow, it could be a weight of some sort. What we're looking for is could be a jug. We're going to pick the ball back straight, chest up. Off the ball, we're going to hips up, and we're going to catch the weight. You're going to touch the floor, shoulders back, chest up, hips drop, catch the weight. Okay. The problem with doing so if you can do cleans, that's great with the cleans. Sometimes what's going to happen is we're not going to have this weight to move. So what we're going to look for is an equivalent movement is going to be a deadlift. So on a deadlift, you're going to work on a broomstick. If you've got a little bit more weight, you can use a little bit more weight. And a deadlift, all we're doing is you're pressing the hips back, shoulders back, chest up, land, hips, squeeze the glutes to the top. Now I'm not leaning so far back that I'm leaning into the lower back. Hips press back, squeeze the glutes, hips press back, squeeze the glutes, okay? You do 15 deadlifts or 15 cleans. If you've got some weights, you can use your weights. If you've got something heavier, you can use that. That's going to be your 15 deadlifts. Then we've got 15 object step-ups. So again, if you're going to step up into a bench or a step or a table or a chair, you can do that. We're going to step up on this side here. This is what it's going to look like. And again, we're stepping up, press back up, step back down, press back up, step back down, and you're alternating legs left and right on your step ups. All right, once you've done that, we're then going to do the second round again. 200-meter run, 15 object step ups, 15 cleans. So we reverse the order. 200-meter run distances, if you've got a distance, or you're doing shuttle runs, or you're running on the spot, or you're skipping, something like that to get the heart rate going for about a minute to a minute and a half. 15 object step-ups, so now you reverse it. You do your step-ups first, up and down off of your steps, stepping up, stepping back down, stepping up, stepping back down, and then we're doing your 15 cleans, so back into your deadlift position, either deadlifting sideways, okay, or deadlifting sideways, or if you've got that clean, you're going to go a little bit deeper, and you're catching, whether it's a 5-liter jug that's been filled up, or you've got a medicine ball, or maybe a ball, or something that you can use in your weight, that you can move that up and down off the floor. All right, so we have 200-meter run, 15 object cleans, if you're going to be picking up into a clean, or just on a broomstick with the deadlift, sliding down the deadlift. Then we've got 15 object step-ups up and down off of a box or a chair or whatever you're going to be using. Another 200-meter run, or shuttle run, or skip, or fast feet on the spot. 15 object step-ups first, and then 15 deadlifts. All of that together is one round. You're going to try and do as many rounds of that as you can in 20 minutes. Right. Again, if you move slowly, right, you'll do slightly less rounds, which means your intensity will be slightly less. If you move slightly faster, you'll be able to complete more rounds. That's going to increase the intensity of the workout. Again, it's a light body weight workout. If you want to add a weight or an object for your step-ups, whether you've got a kettlebell, if you've got some weights at home, you can put the weights on your shoulder, you can hold it in your hands for the step-ups, stepping up and down. If you've got slightly heavier to use for the cleans, you can use the cleans. If you've got a bar or a kettlebell, you can use that. If you've got a medicine ball, you can use that for your cleans. Okay. Otherwise, just use empty movements. If this is uncomfortable from the cleans and the deadlifts, instead of using broomstick, you can even do air squats again, okay, if you didn't do yesterday's workout or the next day's. Your score is going to be your name, how many rounds in total, so you may have to do, say, 4 rounds of this in total, and maybe 15 reps. Right, so you just score your rounds and your reps, and then whatever scale you use. So did you use a weight? Did you use a weight? Did you use a broomstick? Did you use a medicine ball? What did you use? And you just post your score in the comment section in any one of our Facebook pages or on the YouTube video. All right, guys, so that's the workout for today. Remember, the full description for the workout is available on our website. And if you want the rest of the warm-up briefing, we're going to give that to you in just a second. Okay, guys, so warm-up briefing for today's workout, Tuesday the 31st of March. So again, 480-meter run. You're probably not running around the block. You're chasing the dog, chasing the kids, running on the spot, skipping if you can skip. If you've got a bicycle, jump on the bicycle. Okay, maybe you can get someone to lift up the back seat and you pedal on the seat. Okay, new idea. Try that one out. All right, then we're going to do some running drills. So the running drills, what we're looking for is to try and open up the hips a whole lot. All right, so the running drill is going to look like this. First one is called an up and over fence. So an up and over fence, if you imagine you've got a fence, you're stepping over the fence, then you're going to step over the fence, and you bring your other foot over the fence. So you got another fence over here. You're going to step over the fence, and you step over the fence. Okay, it's not a low fence, so it's not just this. You've got to try and get that fence as high as you can. So step over the fence, and what you're looking for is this rotation in the hip. Open up the hip, and then this foot's going to come over the fence again. Open up the hip. You're going to go say 5 or 10 meters, do 5 or 10 reps in that direction, and then you're going to go back in the opposite direction, so facing the same way. Open up the hips, stomach tight. Open up the hips, open up the hips. Right? Make sure the hips are comfortable, that you're not spending too much time, like you're not grinding or uncomfortable in the hips, and open your hips as much as, again, as high as you can, but without any pain. That's the first one, up and over the fence. Second one is a high knee pull. A high knee pull is you're going to grab the knee, you're going to pull the knee as high as you can, and as you pull the knee up, you're going to push up onto the foot. So from there, you're going to press up, whoop, extend the hip, back down. Grab the foot, grab the knee, pull up, 2. So you're trying to open up these hips as much as possible. Open up the hip, good. When you come back down, open up the hip, drive through the foot, open up the hip. You do, say, 10 repetitions in one direction, 10 repetitions in the other direction on the side. That's going to be your high knee pull. Third one's going to be a high heel drill, also known as a stiletto drill. What we're looking for is mobile, pressing up through the ankles, trying to get as much work in the feet, the ankles, and the calves as you can. So you're going to imagine you got a high pair of stilettos on. Some of you are better than these at others. Hopefully the ladies are better than the guys. And we're going to walk through, pressing up. And what you're looking for is making sure the heels aren't dropping down. Keep the heels pressed up. Press, press, press. You can do backwards coming back, small steps, and focus on pushing those heels up. Nice stiletto drill, meant to lengthen your spine, and you're just walking down the catwalk on the side. All right, that's going to be your high heel drill. And the last one, okay, it reads dodgy shuffle. It's the dodgy shuffle. It's not the doggy. It's not a GG. It's not a doggy shuffle. It's a DODG, dodgy shuffle. So what it looks like, you'll try and look as dodgy as possible. You look down. Okay, imagine a little roof over the top of your head. You sink, arms press out the side, and shuffle out the side. So what I'm looking for is trying to look as dodgy as you can. Press out the side. Hips are pressing backwards, so I've got this going on. Wait to see, I'm not having my knees coming forward. Hips are pressing back, and I'm pressing out to the side, and I'm pressing back out to the side of the hips. So again, 5 or 10 meters in one direction, 5 or 10 meters in the other direction. That's a dodgy shuffle. You should start to feel your quadriceps burn, hips burn as that warms up. So one round of that should be enough. Okay, if you feel like you don't feel 100% warm, you can do a second round if you feel like you need to do a second round. Then we're going to do what's called a dynamic flexibility. Right? So dynamic flexibility, we're going to be getting the hips moving. So you can hold onto a wall or a door, make sure you don't kick anything in front of you. I'm going to use a soundboard. What we're doing is I'm keeping my back straight as much as possible. I don't want to see my body flexing and moving. And basically what I'm doing, move this out the way, is I'm keeping my chest up, seeing my leg in front and behind. Front, back, front, back, front, back. What I don't want to see is this. All right, keep this nice and still. Swing, 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 swing. You can go as high if you want to go a bit higher. Otherwise, just work as high as is comfortable, as much as your hamstrings allow you to work on the hamstrings. You can do 10 to 15 swings on one side, change the other side, Same thing, back straight, chest up, focus on lengthening the body as much as you can, straight leg, swing up as high as you can if you can swing high, otherwise just swing low. Get as much work in the hamstrings. That's backs and forwards. Then we're going to do a side to side. Okay, I'm going to face this way with my back towards you, and we're going up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. We do 5 to 10 reps on the side, other side, without the body leaning to the side, out the side, back down, out the side, back down. 5 or 10 to the right, 5 or 10 to the left. Then we're going to go backwards. Swing back, and I'm trying to get this leg to swing back as far as I can. You're going to feel the glutes activating. Swing back, and then the last one is to swing the leg from the side to the side. Make sure the hips are comfortable. Swing, 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 swing. The hips have to be allowed, allow those hips to rotate and move. Again, make sure the hips stay comfortable, that you're not grinding into the hips, okay, overworking hips. As long as you've got the mobility, it should be a safe movement for you. What else we got? Ankle rotations, same thing, ankle rotations, right, you're working on the ankles, do 10 in one direction, 10 in the other direction, make sure the ankles aren't grinding too much, right, knee touches, just to touch the knees, pressing back, just to warm up the hips. You can do little knee touches. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can go down towards the ankles, roll back up along the spine, back straight, chest up. Okay, and then your long lunge stretch, which you've been doing, deep long lunge position, stretching down, hips nice and straight, backs and forwards. Okay, open up the hips to the side, knee to the floor. We've done this one the last few weeks already, so you're pushing that knee out to the side, opening up the hips on the side as well. Back leg nice and straight, backs and forwards, knee out to the side as well. So you're stretching that hip capsule. If you do all of this, all of that, that should get the hips nice and warm. That should get your heart rate up a little bit, and that should have you ready for this 20-minute workout here. Once you're done, you go into your 20 minutes, as many rounds as you can, and that is going to be your workout for the last day of March, Tuesday 31st. Have fun.